A warm welcome to Alan's Allotment, guys. If it's your first time on here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and the little bell icon on the right. And every time I put up a new video, you'll be alerted. This channel is a bit of a mixed bag. We have rare coloured racing pigeons, we have racing pigeons, we have fantails, we have a no-dig growing area that we transformed, and we have a polytunnel. We also do several DIY projects on this channel, guys. Not all of them are successful, some are a complete disaster, but follow me along and you'll see. It's no holds barred, basically. If I make a mistake on these videos, you get to see it in all its glory and you get a laugh at my expense. I don't mind, and I hope you enjoy the videos, guys. To all my subscribers currently, a massive thank you as always. And as I say, if you're new here, guys, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and the little bell icon on the right, and that would be much appreciated. I'll see you later, guys. Thursday evening, 6th of August 2020. So what we've done is we've just taken these youngsters off the nest now, guys. They're all ready. The tails are a little bit on the small side, but like I've said in an earlier video, I prefer to take them slightly earlier. They just learn to eat quicker. So you'll see a couple of nice youngsters in here. So what we have here now, what I thought was an opal is not, it's a bronze check. So that's a bronze check, and that is the nest mate to this check, reared by different parents. So the real parents reared this one, and the frill stencil cock and frill stencil hen reared that one. And I'm hoping that that is going to encourage that hen to lay now that we've taken it away. Next to that you'll see two almonds. They are nest mates, they don't know it, but they are. So this one here on the left, there's a little check of steel on the limelight. So this one on the left here is off the almond cock, paired to the brown check hen, and so is the other one. But you can see the distinct difference between these two youngsters, guys. They are both almonds. But what seems strange this time, although almond is sex-link, and the cocks can produce cocks and hens, but the hens can only produce cocks. It does look like this time we might have one of each, a cock and a hen. And then we've got the little milkies in the corner there, guys. The light's not brilliant, but hopefully you can see these. And as you can see, this one here is a check. And it's got very, very faint checks in there, which will become a bit more visible on the moult. And the nest mate is a bar. So we've got one of each. Like the parents, one's a bar, one's check. But both of these youngsters now will be carrying the pattern for bar and check, both of them. So even the bar can breed checks now in that colour. Obviously they've got to be paired to that colour, because this is a recessive gene. So if you don't pair them together, you won't get this colour out in the first nest. You can make the cocks carry this colour if you pair, say, a hen in this colour to a normal bird. It'll come out looking normal, but it'll carry that gene, and then can reproduce in a very minute quantity paired to another birds in that colour. So I try to keep they're unrelated. That pair that I've got left, there's a check hen came from one guy, and the blue cock came from Ireland. So they're completely unrelated. So I can continue to use that pair to breed around, and even the youngsters can be paired back together, guys, because it's only a first cross. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of update on these youngsters we took off the nest, guys. And they're in this shed here, along now with the little brown that showed them all basically how to eat. And then we've got the 2 brown checks, which didn't bother the 2 iced blues, which we also put in here. And they've settled down now as well. So I'll just monitor these through the window to make sure they aren't going to get picked on. But by the morning, I would expect all of these to have been eaten out of the trough. Certainly eaten, and by the day after to be drinking as well. So they've all had the bigs dipped in the water. They know where it is and what it is. And we'll just leave them, but we'll keep an eye on them as always, just to make sure they're all eating and drinking. See you later, guys. Right, guys, I just want to give you a quick update in here. As I say, it's only Thursday evening. It's 4:30 p.m. Look at these cucumbers already. Now this is the plant that we took those 4 cucumbers off that was down here. And I showed you them at the weekend, and there were little wee things about this big. Look at this, in a week. Well, it was less than a week. Remember I said there's 2 there, but obviously it's putting all the goodness into just 1. And the other one is still very much alive and growing, but obviously this one's taking precedence. So as I said, we've got 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it's still growing, guys. So we've got 11 cucumbers on here up to now, and we've had 4 of this one plant. But as you know, I planted a lot of these cucumbers, and everything, they were really took a really long time of getting going. But now, with just that one plant, how many cucumbers it's producing. I have another 2 here, which I'm hoping to get a later crop out of. And then we have this one that didn't do too well, but it's sort of semi-grown now. And we've got one very, very, very large cucumber on the bottom here, which is due to be harvested, really. And then, as you remember, this one put a few out, and then they died back with the constant watering, day after day after day. And likewise, these ones here did as well. They just went yellow on me. But since regulating the water again to just 3 days, once every 3 days, as you can see, it's now starting with production again here, 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 and here. So that one's starting to produce as well now, guys. And then our little one that was down in this far corner here has got a cucumber on. And another week, and perhaps that can be harvested. But you notice these ones here are turning yellow as well. It's probably because it's putting all the production into this one. So anything that it's putting out now isn't growing properly. The reason for this one here, by the way, guys, is this bed, the polytunnel runs on a slope, and near the back side, with hindsight, this should have been put in the front or the middle. It's pretty shallow there, and we're not even up to the level of the growing bed. It was just what compost I had, and it was put in, and that was it. You can see we harvested a load more onions. I've left a couple of small bunches there, and we still have 2 nice big bunches, 4 big bunches at the back there to harvest as well, guys. But yeah, the foliage on the top of these now is absolutely amazing. We've actually stopped them from producing, or I thought I had. Oh yes, I did. So as you can see, there's the last truss, and then we've nipped it off in this point here. but I keep on having to stop them because it keeps going and putting new ones out all over. But you can see that these are really bulking up now, guys. They're getting some size about them now. And they're really big. They ain't any change in colour yet, but then I suppose they've still got quite a bit more growing to do. And if you remember, these two plants here were about 3 weeks behind these ones here. I came up, I think it was Monday evening, I took some more tomatoes off the Shirleys as well. And again, an improvement in the taste. And you can see already again, this was on Monday night, it's only Thursday, and we've got a couple of little ripe ones on the bottom of that one there. And as you can see, these are turning at the back as well now. We've got a couple more that's nearly ripe. They are now really coming into the run, but you can see I am still getting one or two with splits, guys. I'm just picking them off because there's no point in the plant putting any goodness into them. They've had it. So yeah, but you can see with all the extra water and they're now popping out all over the place, but that's the price. Thankfully they're only small, and I've only had about 7 in total of all of the plants that split, so not too bad all in all. These ones here, the plum tomatoes, are getting really big now and they're a lot sweeter than the other ones. We've tried some from further up the truss now. We've cleared off the bottom ones. Likewise, we took the entire bottom truss off that one now, and we're onto this truss here. And some of the smaller ones I haven't tried, but you can see they're getting up in size again now on this truss. And then as we go further up, the bigger again and again. So we'll just wait and see how that pans out, guys. Just thought I'd give you a quick update in here of how things are going. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Right, guys, so we'll have a quick look over in the garden, and I think we're losing the battle. As you can see, I know we've had some really strong winds, and I think it might be the winds that's actually done this, but this is the pear tree. Snapped branches. That's one thing. This certainly isn't the wind. So I deliberately and purposely left these for broccoli. And you can see they've been chewed away to nothing by something. But these look like, I don't know, I might be wrong, but it could be a rabbit that's chewed that off and somehow getting in here. I'm not sure. Amazingly, the beetroot that I just left to its own devices is still intact. Or at least, no, it looks like something's starting on the leaves on these now as well. So they're moving over here. Yeah, some of these have been stripped back as well, guys. Big holes in the leaves. These are the little cauliflowers that the father-in-law gave me, the spiral cauliflowers. They seem to have escaped so far. This bed's still covered, and the carrots seem to be positively thriving now in some areas. Amazingly, I don't know how. As you can see, even in this bed that we made with the roll up front, there's one of the little cauliflowers there. Next to nothing left. It's definitely been got at since we covered this over. The other one's been got at. They've still left that one alone, and that one. That one's been decimated even more. And then the turnips that we transplanted, the little snow globe turnips that we transplanted. Nothing left of the foliage. Stripped off completely. And that's the last one, and they're making a start on that one now as well. And These are the beetroot we left to their own devices. And back to this bed that we sprayed down. I'm seeing some holes in the beetroot. Still seeing loads of these insects all over this netting. And look at this. So it looks like we're not winning the battle, guys, whatever we do. I suppose nature's going to have its way one way or another. There's one of the turnips. You've got a few holes in there as well, but I do believe that one did have some in from the last video and the winds just blew it over in that direction. However, I am seeing an insect on there. That's just a common fly. So I'm pretty sure that something's still getting in there, guys, whatever it is. Just to answer Teresa's question on my what are these insects, I don't believe they are ladybird larvae, because they're spotted ladybird larvae that I believe, and I'm pretty sure they're not. And these have got like a pointy nose on them if you pay close attention, and they look something like a vine weevil. But I could be completely wrong, guys, so again, please do give comments in the sections below if you do know what these are, to help clearly identify them. So that's it, guys, quick update. These turtles are all coming out at the weekend, and we'll just plod on. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.